I have some FAFSA complaints, student loans FAFSA complaints. So basically, um, they're wasting my time and they're getting off on me. And if you think about it yourself, you'd understand exactly how they're getting off on me because it's hard to put in the words exactly what they're doing. So I transferred to West Virginia University in last August, so like 8 months ago, and I basically have a 3.7 in fall, spring, 32 credits, and in fall, spring, and I'm in 12 credits this summer, and I'm in 18 credits this fall to graduate in December. And basically, so FAFSA on the 10th of this month uh, they told me my FAFSA has been taken away and that I need to appeal it, even though I've gotten 3.7 since I started using FAFSA and since I transferred to West Virginia. I didn't even use FAFSA in community college. I transferred here with a 162/81, and basically they took my FAFSA away because once a year they're checking students' completion rates and they're checking students' completion rates, and it's not completion rate while with FAFSA. I wasn't using FAFSA in community college. Ever since I started using FAFSA when I transferred to West Virginia University, I have a 3.7 with FAFSA, and I have a 3.7 with at WU, and including 3Bs, one of which was an 89.25, and I was 3 points shy of an A, and the other one it was an 88.5, and it's basically teachers that are keeping me who's I'm giving A work every single time, and they're keeping me in an 89 through the 16th week so that I work hard for the final exam, or so I work hard through the end of the semester, like strictly for that reason. They keep me at 89 all semester when I'm providing A work just to make sure that I work hard through the entire semester. And it's kind of like a teach a lesson kind of scenario. And I'm like, there's instances where there's 6 instances throughout the semester where the grade could have been voted towards me or against me, and all 6 times the teacher's voting against me and stuff like that. And then I end up with like an 89.25 or an 88.5. And I'll go over the 88.5 grade appeal. I'm appealing my grade, and I'm appealing my FAFSA, and I'm appealing my interim suspension, which is delaying me and threatening my existence as an apartment dweller and WU student when it's only 2.0 school on the East Coast, guaranteed admission, and there's only a handful of 2.5s, and I don't even have 2.5 yet overall, even though I have a 3.7 in West Virginia. So if they kick me out, only thing keeping me afloat, my VA and FAFSA. So I'm going to be in a shelter if they don't accept my appeal today, basically. Um, and anyway, FAFSA, the thing FAFSA is doing is that they're FAFSA took away my FAFSA the 10th of this month due to my completion rate overall, and they need to change that. You're the government. You're not going to succumb to all this complaint bullshit. You're the government, and you can't be doing that because it's going to tick people off. And uh, your FAFSA, I appealed, and all I said was, um, basically, I've gotten a 3.7 since I started using FAFSA, and I wasn't using FAFSA in community college. I gotten a 3.7, um, got a 3.7 since I started WU, 3.7 at FAFSA, and I'm going to continue doing so. And I bet you've accepted people who have done poorly with FAFSA and poorly at WU, so I need you to accept mine. And then they said it's going to take 2 weeks for it to go through when they could do all of them in one day if they had any wherewithal or decency, because we got students rent due June 1st, and then they took it away, and it took me a while to appeal it, and then finally after I'm called to student conduct for calling this last dude out for getting off on me. Um, I'm going to go through all of this stuff I've mentioned in my West Virginia University complaints that I'm about to do. And basically, uh, this is my FAFSA video, and FAFSA denied me for those reasons, and they're forcing me to go over my personal difficulties in community college. And I wasn't even using FAFSA in community college. So that's something that needs to change. Anyone who's been in this situation needs to report it. I haven't called FAFSA yet, but I'm going to go through all my complaints, and this is high on my priority list. They're forcing me, and quite frankly, it's none of their business. I haven't started using FAFSA since I transferred to West Virginia, and I've gotten a 3.7 with it. So you need to change the first of all, I don't know why the WU committee is succumbing to this. That it's the government is requiring me to explain my personal difficulties in community college because I wasn't even using FAFSA in community college, and it's none of their business. So first of all, I don't know why I would never, if I was part of this committee at West Virginia University, I would not vote against this. I would vote for it. I don't see why you would vote against it, and it's despicable. And the next thing that's despicable is the fact that they haven't amended this to where if you have something can cancel it out to where if you have good grades while after starting FAFSA, then it'll cancel out because now you're forcing me. You took 2 weeks off of my you delayed my shit 2 weeks, and you're forcing me to explain to you my personal difficulties as a teenager. It took me 7 years to get an associate's degree, and you're forcing me to explain to you my personal difficulties when I'm doing well in FAFSA, and that needs to change. I should be the last person this happens to, and that's my FAFSA complaints.